Chapter 4. The Power of Precision. You've learned to wait. You've learned to hold your ground while others chase shortcuts. Now it's time to sharpen your focus. Because patience without precision is just stagnation. You can wait your whole life and still end up nowhere if your aim is off. This is where mastery begins, not in motion, but in direction. You don't need to do more. You need to do less, with precision. That's the key. Most people drown in activity. They mistake movement for momentum. They chase everything, touch everything, start everything, and finish nothing. Why? Because they lack focus. Because they mistake energy for effectiveness. But you know better. You've learned to slow down. Now you must learn to aim. Every word you speak, every decision you make, every action you take, must align with your mission. That's how you take control of your life. Move with precision, not impulse. It sounds simple, but this one idea separates the average from the exceptional. Impulse is emotion. Precision is intelligence. Impulse reacts. Precision responds. Impulse wants everything. Precision chooses one thing and masters it. Look around you. Most people are busy, but few are effective. They're running, but in circles. They're loud, but without purpose. They post, they talk, they chase, but they never hit anything that matters. Because they lack the power of precision. You have a choice. You can keep swinging wildly and hope something lands, or you can steady your hand, aim your shot, and make every move count. That's the choice of the disciplined. Precision begins with clarity. If you don't know exactly what you're working toward, you can't hit it. Clarity is not about knowing everything. It's about knowing the next right thing. One target. One mission. One step at a time. Write it down. Say it out loud. Repeat it until it becomes the only voice in your head. This is what I'm building. This is where I'm going. That's how you train precision. You don't wander, you march. You don't dabble, you commit. You don't scatter your energy, you channel it. That's control. When you live with precision, you eliminate noise. You stop reacting to distractions because you've already decided what deserves your attention. That's the difference between chaos and command. You don't need more motivation. You need more accuracy. Every day, you wake up with limited energy. Every thought, every conversation, every task costs something. You can spend that energy trying to do everything, or you can invest it into the few things that actually move the needle. That's precision. You don't win because you do more. You win because you do what matters, again and again, without wasting an ounce of focus. Look at any elite performer, athlete, soldier, artist, leader. They all have one thing in common. They move with purpose. Every rep, every step, every breath is deliberate. That's not luck. That's precision. Move with precision, not impulse. Impulse feels good in the moment. Precision feels powerful in the long run. Impulse says, do it all. Precision says, do it right. Impulse reacts to pressure. Precision creates the plan. That's how you rise. And here's the truth. Precision requires sacrifice. You can't hit every target. You must choose. You can't please everyone. You must focus. You can't chase everything. You must commit. That's where most people fall apart. They don't fail because they're not capable. They fail because they're scattered. Their effort is strong, but their aim is weak. They pour their energy into distractions and wonder why they never feel fulfilled. They confuse motion for meaning. They confuse effort for effectiveness. But you're learning to aim. You're learning that mastery isn't about how much you do. It's about how precisely you do it. So ask yourself, what truly matters to me? What's essential? What am I willing to cut out to hit that target cleanly? Because everything you say yes to is a no to something else. That's the trade-off of discipline. The world will try to convince you that doing more means being more. That's a lie. You don't need to do more. You need to do what counts. The disciplined person doesn't chase 10 things. They chase one thing until it's done. And that's why they win. You have to trust that fewer better actions will build a stronger life than endless, shallow effort. That's the paradox of precision. The less you do, the more power you gain. You see it in the masters of every craft. The surgeon with steady hands. The sniper who waits for one perfect shot. The artist who makes one stroke that changes the canvas. They don't move fast, they move right. And that's what you must learn. You can't control everything, but you can control where you aim. You can't control results, but you can control accuracy. Every word matters. Every choice matters. Every habit matters. Because precision compounds. One disciplined day becomes a week. One focused project becomes a legacy. One correct decision changes everything. You have a choice. Stay distracted, or get deliberate. Keep chasing, or start targeting. Move with precision, not impulse. Because impulse is how you lose control. Precision is how you take it back. When you speak, mean it. When you act, commit. When you move, aim. That's mastery. That's control. That's power. Precision is not cold, it's intentional. It's the highest form of care. It means your time, your words, your energy have meaning. You're not wasting them anymore. You're investing them. You're not throwing your effort into everything, you're channeling it into the right things. That's what separates the reactive from the unstoppable. So, tighten your focus. Cut the noise. Eliminate the distractions. Every yes must serve your purpose. Every no must protect your peace. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to be precise. That's how you master the art of self-control.